being a woman in a male-dominated space. I've been in this sport for a hot minute, over 10 years, so it's going to take me a little bit just to kind of jog my memories and get back to how I felt about a lot of things. And also, there is a concerning amount of things that still apply to present day, but we'll get into that. This is obviously a topic that I am very passionate about. I've done a lot of work for women in Muay Thai, I would say, because when I moved to Thailand, there was really no one posting about women fighters and stuff. Anyway, because I don't want this video to like take days and weeks to finish filming, I'm gonna try to keep this as short as possible. I feel like when I'm the only woman at the gym, I am responsible for how other people perceive women in the gym. This is not a responsibility that I've ever wanted to take on, that anyone should ever take on, to be responsible for our entire gender. Oh my God. But when I hear things from trainers and teammates about like, yeah, usually girls don't like this. Yeah, usually women are like this. And I'm not saying things that are like, you know, these aren't exactly always like the most positive things that they say about women. On top of the societal expectations of women, right? On top of what we already hear about women in sports, right? I have found myself in so many situations where I didn't want to be that woman, that girl, to like stop doing something because it was too much or too hard or whatever. And have I gotten a lot out of it? Sure, I have. Have I gotten a lot of respect out of it? Sure, I have. Have I changed some people's minds about women? Sure, some. But a lot of it also came to my detriment. These are like two sides of the same coin, right? Like refusing to back down when I am working with people who are like twice my size. Pretending that stuff doesn't bother me when people hit me really hard because I'm being more technical than them or like outscoring them in like sparring or whatever. Some dude years ago who didn't know how to clinch, I put him like a neck lock and he got so mad he went off of me. And then when we proceeded to clinch again, he did this to me. He hit my fucking lip. And then my lip started bleeding. And then he was like, oh, whoops, that was a mistake. But I know this and he knows this. It's because his pride was fucking hurt. And he felt like he needed to take it out on me because all of a sudden it was my fault that he didn't know how to clinch. There's a lot of stuff I can say there as well about expectations about men and masculinity and all that stuff. But again, because I don't want this to be like a 45-minute video. What else? Like kind of being unconsciously forced to subscribe to the expectations that men have for themselves. Like not talking about if something is bothering me or hurting me, training through periods of pain and sickness. And probably the most obvious one is just working that much harder to get the level of respect of a dude who walks into the gym for the first time. Time and time again, at multiple gyms, I have seen guys who are not even fighters, who aren't even that great, get better training, more attention. Hey, do you want to work with the fighters? While me and a few other women that are present rarely ever get asked that. Do I want to clinch with the fighters? Of course I want to clinch with the fighters. I'm a fighter myself. But no, when I ask, it kind of feels like I'm like begging. And before I really had like women in the sport to talk to about all this, it just felt very isolating because I felt like every time I brought up something, it was constantly being invalidated. No, it's just all in your head. You need to work harder, yada, yada, yada. No, it's not in my head. These things are happening. But people's gender privilege, like they just can't see it. They can't experience it. They can't believe that other people experience the world in a way that's different from theirs, which is what a concept, right? All right, that about wraps it up before I throw a tantrum.